Hello, my name is Rachid Karim Chatti, and I am the writer, director, and I act in a short film called The Bissell that we have premiered here at Mammoth Lakes Film Festival. So my film, The Bissell, is a short comedy that is about a dinner party gone wrong, where the host of the dinner party has a very fancy $10,000 Persian rug, and one of the guests pairs their branzino, which is fish, with red wine, and that causes an incident that causes the whole dinner party to go completely off the rails, and the host of the party turns on her guests, and then after this whole conflict, the guests turn on the host of the dinner party. My film, The Bissell, came about a couple years ago when my mom and my stepdad came to visit me in Los Angeles, and we'd gone to a comedy show, and after the comedy show we were having some drinks and telling stories, and they told me about a story so this script, The Bissell, is based on a true story. My mom and my stepdad had went to a dinner party. A woman had a $10,000 Persian rug, and one of the guests spilled red wine on that rug, and the dinner party completely went off the rails, and everybody was kicked out. So we were joking about that, and we were like, "Hey, that'd be a funny, that'd be a funny story to tell." And lo and behold, I wrote the script, and some years later, I found a bunch of actors, found some crew, and we shot it in my apartment in Park La Brea, Los Angeles. We shot it on. I own a Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera 6K, and then a friend of mine who I work with has a Canon R5C that we brought in to shoot with that. We shot on Blazar anamorphic lenses, so it's very low budget, very small crew, one location. We shot it in 7 or 8 hours in my apartment one day, and then took a few weeks to edit it, and now we're submitting to film festivals. I was very pleased with the audience reaction at the Mammoth Lakes Film Festival. As obviously with a comedy, it can be a little nerve-wracking where you don't know if the audience is going to find your sense of humor to be their cup of tea. Luckily, I feel like we had a very great audience here at Mammoth Lakes. People with a good sense of humor. Our film wasn't too offensive, so I wasn't worried too much about people clutching their pearls or anything like that. But with a comedy film, you're always worried if jokes are going to bomb or if they're going to land. And I was very pleased with how pretty much all the jokes that we were hoping were going to land landed and got a good laugh. So I was very pleased with the reception. The next project I'm working on is not really a sequel to The Bissell, but a very similar concept to The Bissell, another short comedy centered around wine. It's kind of a wine snob who owns a winery and serves weird fruit wine. And again, crazy cast of characters that come to the winery and taste the wines, and more chaos ensues. So there's that short, and then after that I want to work on a feature that's a little bit more serious, kind of a heist, kid hostage, sort of drama, action, thriller sort of piece. So start off with another short, very similar to the one we made, and then from there a feature that's a little bit more intense, not as much comedy, more action, thriller. So the breakfast panel here at Mammoth Lakes, we just finished up a little while ago. Super informative, and it was great to, everybody wants to think they have their finger on the pulse, and to hear people who are really in the thick of it, and in a time when the industry is changing so much. I think we had a great balance of people in different parts of the industry to give you a bunch of different perspectives, and I came away with a feeling like I have a better knowledge, a better handle over what's going on in the industry, and then more ways of obtaining more ways of staying current and with my finger on the pulse of the industry, and plenty of different strategies. It can be a little overwhelming when you hear all these different ways to make it in the industry, but it's very also relieving to be like, okay, now I feel like I've been armed with the knowledge and ways of finding more knowledge on how to make it. And so I feel like it was extremely valuable. I came away feeling very inspired, and kind of like I have a path to work towards. Hello, I am Rachid Karim Chatti, writer, director, and actor for The Bissell, premiering here at Mammoth Lakes Film Festival.